Akash Inti, a real reflection of you, out in California, sunny California today. Check this out. Look at that. Look at that. Woo! Wow. So I made it, right? Last night was a jazz show, which was absolutely incredible. Thank you. Right now this morning, I'm just enjoying a walk, taking a little walk around the area that I'm staying in, exploring it, getting to know it a little bit better. I always found that I'm able to move when walking. I mean, it's nice driving through areas, but it's very distinctly different when walking. And so I'm just noticing there's like little donuts on this intersection, not like physical donuts that you eat, though I did go to Dunkin' Donuts. Little shout out to them. Don't worry, this is not a sponsored advertisement. Nonetheless, though, this morning is like going for a walk. I got a couple things that I need to get done today, or that I need to get done today. And I was like, what am I going to do this morning? So I thought to myself, well, let me get at least like a little cup of coffee and then make my way to some work. And so that's what I'm up to right now. It's nice because it's like yesterday was very hectic with the show and all, in the sense of making sure last minute like preparations were made and so on and so forth. And so today has just been like more, all right, ease, relax, get your work done, obviously, but it's all good. The air is so fresh out here, such little like pollution, and it's minor, right? I mean, I'm talking about Jersey, where I live in Jersey. It's not like it's like, but it's like, it's just a little cleaner, more New World-esque, if you will. And by that, I mean, there just isn't as much, she knows, that there just isn't as much, traffic. It's like, I don't know, it's just a very serene morning today, and I'm really grateful for that. It's interesting. Yesterday, I remember when I was running errands and such, at one point I ran into this lady, and we started talking, and I was just listening to her a lot. She did a lot of stuff in Hollywood. I think she was an actress and so on and so forth. Like, she's a little seasoned, and it was just so interesting hearing her take on the world and the state of affairs and such. Good morning. And so it was just interesting, because we came from such different backgrounds, different perspectives and whatnot. And I don't know, I could tell that there was something that she was going through, and I was just happy to be there to be a listening ear. I'm almost trying to figure out where I'm going actually right now. I mean, I know where I'm going, but it's like the path sometimes becomes a little, am I going, should I keep going, should I not, whatever, right? And that's one of the things about my walks, like, it's one of the reasons I love hiking specifically, is that it's always along the hike or along the walk that like the problems reveal themselves in the walk itself. And by this I mean, like, when I go hiking, especially in the woods, on a trail or whatever, or wherever, right? It's like, if the path isn't like clearly laid out in front of you, today it is, right? It's like you got sidewalk. But if it's not a clear sidewalk, one has to like define that path for themselves. And so that's where I find myself, like, as I'm walking through and like figuring out, how do I walk this, right? Like, if I'm not to walk on the sidewalk, how would I walk this stretch of like whatever, dirt or earth? And it's like, there's certain ways I'm like, oh, well, there's a natural little step up here, and then I follow this little thing up and it's a little bit easier. Oh, there's an obstacle there, so I'll avoid that. And it's just taking the next step. And it's funny because every time I do a walk, this is one of the reasons I love walking in nature, is like, whatever the issue is that I'm resolving or dealing with my life, whether it be career, business, relationships, whatever, right? It always reveals itself in the walk. I usually take about 40 minutes to an hour. because I just find that's kind of the optimal time, but it just reveals itself in such an interesting way. And for that, I love it. I really love it. Because it's never expected. It's never expected, and by this I mean, it's not like I could plan that. Like, okay, I'm gonna go walk right here, right now, and so on and so forth. It's just, it reveals itself. And that's why I love walks. Every single time it feels like it's just as profound as the last, but it never ceases to amaze me, you know? And to me, that's absolutely beautiful. So I leave you on that note. Keep up, thrive, stay sexy.